David Nelson. We're starting our Network Marketing Success University tonight. Tonight's topic is compressed compensation plans, understanding the power and the fairness of them. The Heritage Group and the Network Marketing Success University has a strong focus on compensation plans. In fact, we have some 5 different topics in the compensation plan arena. As we present these various topics, we like to archive these in the members area of the website so that when you get a personalized website, you would have access to understanding these compensation plan topics all the time. And so as we record them, we will archive them there. And the other topics would be understanding the issues of earning residual income, because really most people are really striving to earn residual income. That's the kind of income that comes month after month. It comes from repeat business. It comes from getting paid on the distributor activity and their volume that they create in your organization, as compared to direct selling type money. Lots of times some programs out there have, serious and heavy-duty fast start overrides, and they want people to believe that they can help part-timers because there's a fast start override that's paid, so look at the money that the part-timer can make. But see, fast start overrides are based upon that current activity. It's the selling activity for that given month. Part-time people that are striving to do this business on an ongoing regular basis, they certainly can take advantage of fast start money. I like that kind of money, but certainly not at the expense of being able to allow them to earn residual monies, significant residual monies, off the part-time effort that they put into the program. We also talk about comprehending the breakaway compensation plan. We have another topic about the unilevel compensation plan, the standard unilevel, and then I mentioned also the matrix, binary, and the hybrid. So this is just one of the very important topics in the compensation plan study and seminars that we do in our Network Marketing Success University. Folks, I got a quote here that I think is kind of interesting as we set up to talk about compressed compensation plans. It says, quote, "Someone who thinks logically provides a nice contrast to the real world." I think that goes along with the idea that common sense is not so common. And as we really approach this topic of the compressed unilevel compensation plan, those two thoughts certainly are very prevalent. I'm often frustrated, very perplexed, and extremely curious as to why the major portion of participants in the network marketing industry who have influence, why they don't grab a hold of the philosophies that are promoted with the compressed compensation plan, in light of the fact that it is really designed to enable part-time networkers to make significant residual income on their part-time activities, not at the expense of the heavy hitter, not at the expense of the company's profitability. And it seems that if we understand the fact that 90 to 95% of all the participants in the business and network marketing are indeed part-time participants, then logic, common sense, would certainly dictate that why don't we take care of the part-time distributor from the financial standpoint of allowing them to make money. They come into the business and they become a distributor because they want to make money. That's the vast majority of people that are enticed and attracted to network marketing, folks. It's because they want to make money. And even though there's a strong focus, sometimes it's to get the participants away from thinking about that money on the product and on promoting the product. The reality is that when a person becomes a distributor, they're starting a business, then they really want to make money because that's the end purpose of a business. Here's another quotation, quote, "Experience is a wonderful thing. It enables you to recognize a mistake when you make it again." That's what experience does for us, and I talk to people. I was visiting with a couple prospects last night as I was calling those that were interested in having a business, and a couple of the prospects indeed had some experience in the industry of network marketing. Were frustrated indeed that they had not made the money that they would have expected to make for their part-time efforts, any positive cash flow at all, actually. And the experience thing always troubles me with regards to people thinking about network marketing. I find that so many people who fail to make money in the industry want to blame themselves for that. Oh, gee, I wasn't a very good salesperson. Oh, gee, I just wasn't able to sell enough product, or I just didn't attract enough people. And then you find out that they really, in fact, had brought in 5 or 7 people. They developed some customers. Some have even developed organizations of 12 and 15 and 17 and 25 people. And they're so quick to blame themselves, and so they haven't really learned from the experiences that they've had. They're so quick to blame themselves for the lack of being able to make money. I don't believe that that is the reason why the ones who work at building volume in the business of network marketing, that's not the majority reason why they're not successful. It relates back to how network marketing companies, the vast majority of them, how they pay the distributors for their activities. Folks, I'd like to, before we go further, I'd like to define what a compressed compensation plan is. Then we'll have some understanding of, okay, what do we really mean by this compressed plan? A compressed plan is a unilevel plan. It's not the standard unilevel, but the compressed compensation plan concentrates or pushes into the first available levels of the organization that is created a major portion of the bonus override percentage payout. This concentration of the bonus overrides in the first 3 or 4 levels is why the compensation plan is called compressed, because those bonus overrides were compressed or pushed up into those first 3 or 4 available levels. Of course, this benefits part-timers in their efforts to create residual positive cash flow with their part-time schedules, because a greater percentage of the total available payout of a compensation plan then is available to them. Now, there's another word in network marketing that seems a lot like compressed compensation plan. The word compression is used along with the idea of roll-up. Compression and roll-up are a couple ideas, but when we talk about a compressed compensation plan, we are not using the word compression as it's used in relationship to a downline, in relationship to roll-up and compression. Just a quick aside, if you want to understand the distinction between roll-up and compression, you should understand that roll-up is a permanent thing that happens. If you have a distributor, Sally, who sponsors Bob, who sponsors Pete, if Bob decides not to purchase product, then after a certain period of time, as defined by the distributor policies and procedures, in for life 6 months, then Pete would permanently roll up to the first level of Sally. And so that's a permanent roll-up due to either writing and terminating distributorship or due to inactivity. That's a permanent activity. Roll-up is permanent. Compression, on the other hand, is a monthly activity. Once again, you've got Sally up there. She sponsors Bob, and Bob sponsors Pete. Bob doesn't buy product for the month of July, and the volume would compress up. Pete would compress up to Sally's first level for that given month of July. But when Bob comes back in and buys in August, then Sally, Bob, and Pete are still there in that 3-level organization. So when we're talking about a compressed compensation plan, we're not referring to compression as it relates to monthly and permanent roll-up and compression. Another thing that I think that when you are promoting the compressed compensation plan, you've got to make sure that folks out there realize that they are not just two-level bonus plans. You and I both realize from the theory of network marketing, duplication, geometric progression, we realize that a two-level plan would not make any sense at all because we could not maximize time leveraging and building leveraging and financial leveraging and work and effort leveraging if it was just a two-level plan, because it does not offer enough leveraging and geometric progression with just two levels. We want to be able to take advantage of duplication and geometric progression and a whole lot of people doing a little bit each. Now listen to this. I'm speaking about the industry out there. There are heavy-hitter distributors who want folks to believe that compressed plans are only two-level programs. And when they call them two-level programs, they're either trying to deceive or they just don't understand them. And in most cases, I believe that it's the deception. The 4Life Compressed Compensation Plan is clearly not a two-level program. It provides significant rewards for duplication by part-time networkers as well as geometric growth for both part-timers and full-time networkers. Now, in the Heritage Group website, I want to point out that I'm going to make reference to some documents as we go on here. I just want you to know that they are readily available for your further study and review to read, and we want to focus on the idea of making money, of course. We are, of course, focusing on the exclusivity of the transfer factor products and the immune building enhancement and the boost that it gives to the immune system. In the Heritage Group website, it's www.heritage4life.com. On the right-hand side, there's a row of some 11 links there, and the second from the bottom is called the library. This is the general library that anybody can come and have access to. There are several folders in that library. One is called Cash Flow Considerations. Ideas and concepts and principles that relate directly and powerfully to the compressed compensation ideas are the 20 Club concept, a business decision which compares 20 Club analysis of various programs. We have a compensation plan overview. There's a power of one chart in there demonstrating what potential incomes could be in a theoretical example. We have the value of $300. In the article reprints folder that's just below the cash flow considerations folder, there's an article called Compressed Compensation Plans that gives people an understanding of what this means. And then there are two articles down below. One is called Truth and Consequences, and the other one is an Upline Special Report, the $300 Solution. That relates back to the value of $300 in that cash flow considerations folder. This Truth and Consequences article that's down there is tailored for the 4Life Compressed Compensation Plan. When I send out materials to people who I feel warrant that, they're viable prospects, and I still like to send out a handwritten note and some materials. They're certainly not the big packages that we have sent out 5 and 8 and 10 and 15 years ago, and that changed dramatically because of the power of the Internet, of course, and we have a phenomenal website that certainly demonstrates the company information, the product, all the categories of the products, the compensation, and also the support. So a total presentation and a total analysis can actually be made using that website, the Heritage Group website at heritageforlife.com. Some folks like to have things in their hands. They like to have paper things. And so I copy some of these things on colored paper, staple them together, and so that it's not really a package or material that costs more than a couple dollars or maybe $1 to mail, and a handwritten personal cover letter. And so people like that. This Truth and Consequences of Network Marketing article is one that I send to people so that they get some training with regards to the industry and compensation plans. I want to drop back to December of 1994. There was a publication, a trade publication for the industry and network marketing called People Growing Business. It was a quarterly journal, and it certainly was a publication designed exclusively for network marketing companies. And in this magazine is when the article, Truth and Consequences of Network Marketing, first appeared in a publication. I was the author of this article, and it was strong on teaching about the theory of network marketing, circles of influence, part-time residual income, geometric progression, duplication, etc. It explains why a majority of people, the part-time folks, do not make money in the industry of network marketing. There was another trade publication that was in the industry at that time called Free Enterprise Magazine, and Vic Sushi was the president and CEO of that magazine. He sent me a letter after the Truth and Consequences article was published, and he said, "Gee, I just read your article, Truth and Consequences, in People Growing Business, and I can't tell you how refreshing it is to hear someone finally say in print what all of us in the industry have been aware of, but no one wanted to say it for fear of, as you said, losing personal income." Vic goes on to say, "I've been trying to tell people precisely what you said. A leader in the industry has to take the lead in bringing the network marketing industry out of the fanciful realm of the heavy hitters and put it back within reach of the mass of people who are going to need the supplementary income that the industry can give them." The one thing that I found kind of curious about his comment, back within the reach of, it never has been within the reach of part-time people, folks. We need to put it within their reach. He said we need the large number of participants who will earn from a few hundred a month to maybe as much as $3,000 to $4,000 per month. Best regards, Vic. And so that was sort of the tone of that article. It addresses a long-standing and continuing industry challenge. The compressed compensation plan was created specifically addressing that challenge. There is so much pressure against the compressed compensation plan by the industry at large, by the heavy hitter distributors, by the company owners, who indeed desire really greedy type profitability, that even though there was a serious movement during the 1990s, the industry gurus and heavy hitters have been successful in squashing and pushing out the majority of compressed plans that have surfaced. One of the great things with regards to 4Life Research is that it's the finest compressed compensation plan opportunity that is in the industry today. It has made a couple tweaks to the compensation plan. It certainly has attached to it a very formidable product opportunity with transfer factors. And so it's really marvelous that we have the exclusivity patented product line of transfer factors that has been combined with a generous compressed compensation plan out there so that we can really maximize the efforts of helping our part-time distributors really make money in this industry. I just want to share a couple ideas with you. When I was traveling to Chicago to do a seminar and training in network marketing, I was looking at the United Airlines magazine. It's called Hemisphere. This came from April 1998, actually. And there was a cartoon in there, and this is obviously in Egypt. There's a bunch of slaves there that are pulling a big block, and they're heading out toward a pyramid that they are currently building. And the byline says, "The trouble with these pyramid schemes is that the only ones who benefit are the guys who dream them up." Now that's troubling, I suppose, to me. If it's a pyramid scheme, folks, then it's illegal and it's not appropriate. But this obviously is having reference to the network marketing industry at large, where many, many people have that attitude that the network marketing company is a pyramid scheme. I can understand why they feel that way, and in so many cases, the guys who dreamed them up, the company owners and a few of the heavy hitter distributors, are the only ones who benefit from them. We need to change that activity. How did we come to really love the compressed compensation plan? The Wall Street Journal published an article. This was actually June of 1997. It's called Doctors Peddle Amway Products. The Wall Street Journal, in their reporting, says, these Amway distributors are embracing a company that peddles products ranging from soap, powder, to major appliances. But while they begin by selling Amway products, the real money comes from recruiting networks of other salespeople and receiving a commission on their sales. And the sales of the people, those salespeople, and their recruits. He's talking about a doctor. After a 60-hour week seeing patients, Louis Brodsky, 54 years old, a Florida psychiatrist, spends 20 more hours a week pitching Amway to customers in meetings at their homes or in his house. He often does several meetings a night, including weekends. His wife, a social worker, also recruits people with help and helps with the bookkeeping. So, hey, that's a strong work ethic. I love this Louis fellow because he's demonstrating that, okay, 20 hours, that's terrific. 10 to 15 is outrageous for most people to contribute toward their network marketing business. Now I'm going to come down to another paragraph. Amway doesn't keep statistics on how many doctors have joined or what they make, but the average Amway distributor earns just $88 a month. You would clearly understand that $88 a month would clearly not even pay for a product that you purchase to qualify in most programs. The company says that it's $88 a month. That's gross. Despite being in Amway for 2 years, Dr. Scheidler still doesn't make a profit, using an earning to buy motivational tapes produced by Amway and to attend members' meetings. And so you can see that there are definite challenges, okay? There's another fellow who says he spends 25 hours a week to make about $800 a month. They don't give you an entirely truthful picture when you join, especially about the time commitment. Amway says recruits are told there are no guarantees about income, but that committed salespeople can make thousands of dollars a month. Folks, I just bring that up as documentation as to why Amway certainly has a scary reputation. So scary, in fact, that they have utilized the curiosity approach for years. So scary, in fact, that they stopped using the name Amway. Well, why would a company establish a strong brand name like that and then change it to Quickstar? Well, reputation, it's what it connotated. And the industry of network marketing at large has a challenge, and it creates skepticism and anxiety and anger in many folks because the majority of participants are not making money. That's why the compressed compensation plan is so powerful and fair and wonderful. It really allows us the opportunity to do what I refer to as guilt-free network marketing, because we know that we are offering a viable opportunity for part-time participants, 90 to 95% of the industry, to actually be able to make money. Now, here's another article. It's interesting. It's appeared in Income Opportunities magazine in August of 1998. We got the same problem today, folks. This is not outdated thinking. The article is titled, Giving Network Marketing a Good Name. Lyndon Wood is out to give network marketing a good name, the president and CEO of World Connect Communications, Inc. You know they're out of business, folks, okay? But listen to what we are learning. We're building up some history. We're building up some understanding of why we are so excited about the 4Life Compressed Compensation Plan. Here's the article, okay? Quote, a high percentage of people fail in network marketing, Wood said, but it's not because network marketing doesn't work. It's because of a complete lack of training and support from their network marketing company. We use our best and most experienced communicators and leaders who train, motivate, and inspire our representatives on a daily basis. I just want to throw out an aside here, folks, okay? He's talking about training being the reason for distributors not making money. And yet, we just read an article about all the training tapes, the seminars, et cetera, that the Amway folks were attending, costing them money, and it did not help them to make money, even though they were trained. Excel Communications, ACN, sold major training programs. They front-loaded $650, $700 training programs. Equinox had major training programs. Nu Skin had major training programs. That's not why the people are not successful. I'm jumping back to the article. I want you to get this insight. Wood has found that it's the initial days that are the most important for an aspiring network marketer. And then he's boasting here, we have a compensation plan that lets people make an extra $400 to $500 very quickly. Now listen to this. Obviously, it's with fast start bonuses, one-time money, direct sell money, okay? Then he says, quote, a lot of other compensation plans are residual-based. Wow. He's saying that his company's not residual-based. A lot of other companies are residual-based. Folks, that is what we're seeking. We want the ongoing residual income. The month-after-month income is described as you go out there and you do something and you continue to get paid for it. Royalty-type monies. In the insurance industry for years had tremendous residual income programs. That's what we want to have is the residual money. The residual money in most compensation plans is designed for the heavy hitter distributors, the full-time people, not for part-time folks. That's why the compressed compensation plan is so powerful. It makes the residual money available for part-time participants because it's not predicated upon just quick money that they can earn in the first month or second month with fast start money, but it's based upon significant bonus overrides in the first 2 or 3 or 4 levels so that the part-time distributor can make residual month-after-month money. You know, in April 1992, Joseph M. Beasy, he wrote an article that's also in our website library there, Breakaway Compensation Plan Can Be Dangerous for a Distributor's Health. He said, this is 1992, folks. This is 14 years ago. During the next few years, there will be a revolution of sorts taking place that will alter network marketing forever. Dirk Johnson of Upline Financial Press in September 1994 said, the time is ripe for an MLM revolution. Well, yeah. the time's ripe. It always has been ripe. It still is ripe. Folks, it's not going to happen. The industry at large is not going to adopt and accept compensation plans that reward part-time people on their part-time efforts in a residual manner. Why not? Greed and ego. Heavy hitter distributors don't want the part-time people to make the money. Oh, gee, that's a pretty stout comment, David. How can you say? I say that because, and I can document that, just utilizing the powerful 20 Club concept, that simple cash flow analysis, business cash flow analysis, and you go to any heavy hitter's compensation plan and you evaluate the plan and see how well it pays the part-time distributor on reasonable organizations, and they don't. So we're still ripe for a revolution, but I no longer am trying to alter the industry at large, even though that at one point in time was my quest, because I know that the odds are stacked against us. Therefore, it has become my new crusade for several years to be able to alter the experience that individuals have in network marketing. So we can do it on an individual by individual basis. We can help the single mom out there that would like to be able to stay home with kids or not have to have a second job, make $500 or $1,000 a month and supplement income. We can help the newly married couple that would like to keep the one wife home and not have her have to go get a part-time job, make $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month. So we go out there and we touch the lives of individuals. We help the senior citizen who is in retirement or entering the retirement years double or triple, and that could be just $800, $1,500, $2,000 a month, folks, to double and triple the money that they get from Social Security or from other pension or retirement programs that they have. So we do that on an individual basis with the knowledge and the understanding that we have of the compressed compensation plan and with the Complete for Life program. Oliver Wendell Holmes, he wrote a quote that I love, and I am disappointed that it is not always true. It says, Oliver said, quote, "Man's mind stretched to a new idea never goes back to its original dimensions." When I say I'm disappointed in that is that I had thought that so many folks who were exposed to the compressed compensation plan and saw the fairness and the equity for and the justice for part-time people that they would just, after being involved in a good, solid, compressed plan that was fair to part-time people, that they could just never go back to promoting the matrix or the binary or the standard unilevel program that takes advantage of part-time people and clearly is benefiting the heavy hitter distributors and the company owners. So that's why I'm surprised at that. My mind certainly was stretched because at my early days in network marketing, when I was involved with a company called BodyWise, it was a brutal breakaway. 1992, I was the number 5 earner, and I found out through conversations with the company owner, Ray Grimm, that they had no intention of having the part-time people make money. They wanted 19 to 25 multimillionaires, and that was just terrific, and their opportunity was clearly designed through the breakage of bonus overrides, through difficult compensation plan requirements for earning overrides. They had no intention on having part-time people be financially successful. And so my mind was stretched, and I started to search for those kinds of compensation plans that could really help the part-time people so that I could feel that I was not promoting a scam when I was in network marketing. Folks, why does the public at large feel so negative and so anxious and skeptical about network marketing? It's because there's a promise, there's a lure, there's an attraction, there's a business attraction to it. They're come and make money with us. Yes, you can do it on your part-time basis. That's the propaganda, and yet the industry at large does not deliver that. So we can understand that. We have a truly marvelous opportunity with the For Life Research program because they have outrageous product, a full line of personal products, general health products, and then this powerful exclusive line of transfer factor products. And they've combined it with a realistic and fair compressed compensation plan. Winston S. Churchill, you know that was the great English statesman and leader. He said this, quote, "Men occasionally stumble over the truth, but most of them pick themselves up and hurry off as if nothing had happened." And that's the unfortunate thing that happens in network marketing. Men and women stumble across a good, solid, compressed compensation plan, For Life Research, and a great product, In other words, they stumble over this truth, and they don't process it. They don't stretch their mind to fully understand what it means to them, and so they pick themselves off and hurry off and look for another enticing propaganda message that would seem a whole lot easier to accomplish than the reality that we present with our program. Paul D'Arcy, I guess it was Paula D'Arcy, said, "Truth has to fall on fertile soil." And we've got to do a little bit of cultivation of that soil when we're out prospecting and sharing the ideas of a compressed compensation plan. You've got to understand, folks, that the industry at large is negative toward the concept because they don't have a compressed plan. They have a binary, a matrix, or a standard unilevel, and so they are always putting down the compressed plan. We need to cultivate. We need to be patient. We need to teach people about the compressed compensation plan. Cicero, the statesman, orator, and writer of 106 BC time, said, quote, "The greatest form of ignorance is to reject something you know nothing about." That applies to people who reject network marketing thinking that it's a pyramid scheme without fully understanding it. It applies to people when we approach them with the compressed compensation plan and they just quickly don't even try to understand. Folks, let me help you with some ideas about the movement toward helping part-time people over the years. Remember, back in the 1990s, there was a major focus on the compressed compensation plan in the industry. There were some 150 companies that were compressed plans. In the January to April 1998 issue of Profit Now newsletter, this was formerly known as MarketWave, Chuck Huckabee, who purchased MarketWave from Len Clements and turned it into Profit Now magazine, he was the publisher, and he wrote a monthly article called Most Common New Comp Plans, Most Common Comp Plans, and he would discuss various comp plans. And he wrote in this April issue, quote, "While record numbers now believe in network marketing as a legitimate alternative to traditional business and franchises, I believe record numbers of people are experiencing frustration at being unable to make one thin dime in their network marketing businesses. The trend for compensation plans to direct more money into the first 3 to 4 levels continues to appeal to distributors. But not all companies are convinced of the wisdom of this straightforward approach." You see how he's delicately handling this issue there? Trying not to offend because he doesn't want to drive away his readership, of course. Are the companies, and let's add the heavy hitters, not convinced of this straightforward approach because it's fair for part-timers? Do they not like it because it forces them to share the wealth with the little guy or the little gal? If they would take the time, company owners, heavy-hitter distributors, to consider that the purpose of network marketing is to enable part-timers to enhance their quality of life with a part-time home-based business income, wouldn't they like a plan that would accommodate part-timers? Well, not if it's at their expense. Well, I like the way Chuck said it there, and he certainly identified the ongoing challenge of the industry. Len Clements wrote a book called Beyond the Veil. And in that book, there was a chapter called Kissing Up to the Heavy Hitters. He provides some insight and further justification for compressed compensation plans. Quote, "Of over 1,000 network marketing distributors we have surveyed over the last 3 years, we ask what the primary motivation was behind their involvement in network marketing. 51%, that's over half, just a little bit over half, said to make more money. 46% said to have more free time. We also asked specifically what income level they wish to realistically achieve in their network marketing opportunity. Amazingly, over 86% claimed they would have been satisfied with only an extra $250 per month, or to only replace their current family income, $2,500 to $6,000 per month, but have one person work 20 flexible hours a week to achieve it rather than two working 40 to 50 hours fixed. Once again, I hope you understand that this is great justification for the concept of the compressed compensation plan being designed for part-timers to make between, get this, $250 to $6,000 a month. Len Clements then added in this article, quote, "So why are so many compensation plans designed to pay out $100,000 to $500,000 per month to a handful of heavy hitters and leave thousands of others broke and disgusted?" You know, that is a great question, folks. We who promote the compressed compensation plan with 4Life have figured it out. You know, I hope you find this enlightening, educational. I hope it also gives you a real strong, positive feeling about your involvement with 4Life Research and the compensation plan that you represent. That's what it does for me. It also continues to strengthen my courage at stepping up and being one who teaches the folks out there that are frustrated. And I just hope that I'm able to open up their mentality and allow them to consider really what we're teaching and to try to change their thinking that they may have gotten locked into with regarding the industry. And that's why our job takes certain teaching and patience and explanation. In his article, Kissing Up to the Heavy Hitters, in that Market Wave newsletter of June 1993, Len Clements proposed the solution for the majority of part-timers. Listen to this. Quote, "So what's the answer? Exactly what is this plan that could achieve such a sharing of wealth that would be so unattractive to heavy hitters?" Our longtime subscribers have seen this before, but here it is again. 3 levels. You got to be kidding, he says. You can't make money in a 3-level plan. And he said that pays 2% first level, 3% second, and 40% on the 3rd level. Only 45% total payout? Ho-hum. Len Clements didn't just propose this compressed compensation plan in his article. He was the consultant to a network marketing company called Outback Secrets, which implemented Len's idea. Here's justification of compressed plans from the Outback Secrets marketing material. Listen to this. They write, and you know that Len had something to do with this, quote, "With all the commissions shoved right up front, break-even can occur with as few as 5 or 6 distributors. Just a comfortable full-time income with the time freedom and control to enjoy it is the real dream of most network marketers. This plan is designed for them, not the few that seek great wealth." Remember, $250 to $6,000. Most distributors making more money sooner, I'm going to say sooner, but it's also continually, means more distributors staying in the program and more joining below them. That's pretty strong justification, folks, for the compressed plan. That is, if you're concerned about part-timers in the business. Of course, the marketing verbiage follows what the survey that Len Clements conducted reveals. It's not surprising to me, as Len was the consultant to Outback Secrets. Now, remember that quote I read, Oliver Wendell Holmes? Man's mind stretched to a new idea never goes. Well, Len departed this thinking, and he joined a company that was a breakaway, changed to a binary. He started a company recently here, and it was a binary, and he closed that down because of lack of capitalization, and he joined with another program that was coming along that had a binary very similar to what he proposed, and so when I say that people in network marketing learn about, and Len was clearly writing about the part-time person, how to help them, but he left that for his own income. He left it for his own income. On our Heritage Group website, we have a link called Compensation, right there, top of the page, the 4 essential elements: company, product, compensation, support. In that compensation link, we are highlighting the powerful parts of the compressed compensation plan that we offer. 4Life's incredible payout is up to 64%. Get paid at the leader rank level from day one with the grandfathering program. Leader for life, it's a grandfathering clause, 25% residual bonuses on all preferred customers, 25% rapid rewards fast start bonus, 25% payout on personal volume over 100 BV or LP generated in a month, and 25% permanent bonus payout on the second level volume. This is why this is a powerful compressed compensation plan. I like the idea that 4Life incorporated into this program. As you're aware, our first level will be our smallest volume level in most cases. And that's why there's a 2% payout there for distributors. But I think it's important that you understand that when you sign up a person that is going to be a customer only, and they want the company to deliver the products directly to them, that's a preferred customer. They purchase at wholesale prices just like a distributor does. They can go on an auto ship program, and you're going to get paid 25% on the BV or the LP that customer produces. Powerful, powerful program. Now, if you also have some customers that you need to service yourself and they don't want to give up their credit card number or checking account or whatever, so they don't want to be on the auto ship program with the company, they want you to service them as a product marketing or retail customer. That's where that 25% rebate or bonus coming to you on all your purchases above 100 comes into play, because then you can buy those products and sell them to that retail customer that you're servicing at the wholesale price plus shipping and sales tax, and you're still making the 25% retail profitability. And so that creates ongoing residual incomes. I love the 4Life compressed compensation plan. It's got an outrageously powerful 12% infinity bonus opportunity on the 4th level. I like the 2 stages, because then when you earn that 12% infinity bonus, you're still making a really significant 6% differential on the downline organizations of those diamond rank level distributors that helped you qualify at the presidential level. And that's significant, as opposed to having it decline to just a 2% or a 3% bonus override. That infinity bonus is powerful. Nothing compares to the simplicity and the generosity of the 4Life compensation plan. It's up to a 64% payout. Now, I'm aware that there's other compressed compensation plan companies out there. One even touts a 96% payout. But, folks, you realize that you've got to have a strong balance between how much money your distributor has to pay on a monthly basis to maintain that 100 LP or 100 BV qualification, and the BV to the wholesale price relationship. You take the assigned BV to a product and divide it by the wholesale price, and that gives you the BV to wholesale price relationship on a percentage basis. And as we take a look at the majority of the transfer factor products specifically, it's about a 90% BV to wholesale price relationship. So that means that the 64% total payout with the 4Life program converts to like a 58% payout, actual real payout. Well, if the BV to wholesale price relationship were 66 or 67, about 2/3, and the payout was 96%, that converts to a 64% actual real-life payout. And so you can see that there is really close relationship between the total real payout, only about a 6% difference. But there's a huge difference. And this is why the 4Life Research Pay Plan is so powerful, is because our distributors, our preferred customers, as that matter, if they want to do the 100 BV program, are only out of pocket between $120 and $130 on a monthly basis. That's product delivered to their door as opposed to $165 to $190. It's a huge difference, folks. You can have much greater retention that way. The 4Life plan rewards the new person quickly with residual bonuses, which gives stability to the newcomer and the long-term builder. Remember, preferred customers, 25% when you're at the leader rank level. The rebate of 25% on everything over 100 BV in your own spot. The rapid rewards, that's a fast start bonus, okay? It's a fast start bonus of 25%. I'd just like to make a comment about that. You see, when you earn the 25% rapid reward, the fast start override, the beautiful part about the 4Life program is that upline overrides are still paid out. And so there's going to be that up to 64% payout. The 25% is going to get paid to you, and your immediate upline sponsor is going to get 2%. So they flip-flop the 2% and the 25% on that first order. I love that, and I also really love the idea that all the upline overrides are paid out on product that's the first order that is made when we have a preferred customer and or a new distributor. I've seen a program out there, we'll just call it XYZ Network Marketing Company out there, that had a 65% fast start bonus. That caused great consternation with people because there were no residuals paid out on the first order of those people when there was a 65% fast start bonus paid. Even when there was a 35% or a lower amount paid, there were no upline residual overrides. Let's assume that this XYZ company had a 95% total payout. There's a 65% fast start payout with no upline residuals paid. That means that upline individuals could help a distributor go and sponsor up to 10 people, let's say, in a month's time. 1,000 BV, $650 goes to the individual who sponsored those people, and no upline overrides are paid whatsoever, even though there could be great leadership and help and assistance. Well, who gets that 30% differential? Folks, that's a standard breakage opportunity for the company. Yeah, 30% breakage stuffed right into the company's coffers. And that's why I really enjoy and value the Fast Start program that 4Life has put together, because the overrides are paid to all those leaders upline that should be paid on all the volume that occurs within that downline. The 4Life reward system is simple and easy to understand. It has the best balance in the industry, making significant rewards available for both the new person, the part-time person, as well as the career and full-time earner. You take a look at the first three-level payout. It's available to that part-time person, to that new person, when they come in with the simple program, Leader for Life, grandfathered for life, as long as they stay on that 100 BV or 100 LP there, at the 2%, 25%, 5% level, with 25% preferred customer bonuses, 25% above the 100 BV. Folks, it's a 1-month supply of product. You come in and you at the diamond level start to earn infinity bonuses. That only takes 3,000 of volume in your first 3 levels and 6 personally sponsors. You are working the business. And at the presidential level, that is clearly still available for serious part-time workers. It's a 12% infinity bonus, as well as 2 generations of payout at 3% each. And so it's really there for the part-time person, the experienced part-time person, the serious part-time person to get significant residual payouts. For the long term and for the career professional that's full-time and really wants to do something significant at building volume, I want to tell you that the depth that this plan pays cannot be touched by other competitors, not even close. There are 6 generations of payout, okay? And the generational payout works in a special way that I haven't seen done in other companies. In most companies, if you were to get to that presidential diamond rank level, because that's the first level at which you earn generational overrides, then whenever a presidential diamond would occur in a downline, that would take away generations. But that's not how the program works with 4Life Research. They have, at the international diamond level, they add generations on. At the gold international level, they add generations on. And when you get up to those international and gold international levels, then you do not count the generations of a presidential diamond when you start to figure out where your overrides are going to be limited to because of the limitations of the generation. Very, 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 very powerful concept because it really extends the depth at which this compensation plan can be paid. The simplicity and generosity of this reward system makes the 4Life Research the best opportunity for today and for your future. Now you can add to that this exclusive transfer factor product line and add to that this heritage group support, and wow, you really have a tremendous program to go market. You can develop your semi-retired quality of life. Yeah, you could have this until you die, and you could have this beyond when you die. Spouses and kids, you can pass this on. And then you can start to understand why the Heritage Group support that will be continuing institutional support is so powerful. Well, I obviously over-prepare every time I come to one of these seminars. And I've got additional information, but I'm just going to have to wrap up here because we've come our hour, and I don't like to extend these much beyond that hour time frame. So I hope that this has given you some powerful insight into the why we have a need for the compressed plan in the industry. I think it also gives you understanding as to why it is such a unique compensation plan. It has not been embraced by the industry at large, and it's because of the ego, the greed of the company owners, and because of the heavy-hitter distributors. And folks, that might sound real harsh, but that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line.